Wizards just hit us with a surprise Sonic the Hedgehog secret lair, featuring some wild new mechanically unique cards. And say what you will about mechanically unique secret lair drops in the comments, but these ones are amazing, including the Blue Blur himself. So much so that I couldn't help but brew a deck with him at the helm and create a few infinite combos featuring Sonic himself. And while he is a hasty Jeskai legend that puts counters on your other speedy creatures when he attacks, it is this line that makes him breakable. Making a treasure when creatures you control with haste or flash are dealt damage, dropping their rings essentially, is stupidly good for a lot of reasons. First is that we can cram our decks with creatures with flash or haste like Lelia or Mary, making sure that all of them have more than one toughness. We want to make them survive taking damage after all. But then, we can damage all creatures at once, with spells like Seismic Shudder, cycling of a Slice and Dice, or activating a Pyrohemia on everyone's turn to make a treasure for each creature with flash or haste you control. On top of making a treasure when your creatures block, or are blocked of course. But that's not all. Repeatable sources of 1 damage at a time, like Pyrohemia or Krark-Clan Shaman, are the cornerstones of going infinite. If you can use a spell to make your board indestructible, like Boros Charm, Flawless Maneuver, or Unbreakable Formation, then a Krark-Clan Shaman, Sonic, and at least one other creature with flash or haste makes you infinite treasures while also being a one-sided board wipe. Since Krark-Clan Shaman normally wouldn't survive his own activation, and no creature survives multiple activations, giving your board indestructible means they still take damage but won't die. If you make at least 2 treasures each activation, you can wipe your opponent's board of all non-flying creatures and net a treasure each loop. Pyrohemia is another path to this infinite loop, provided you also have an Amulet of Vigor in play with Sonic. Since the treasures Sonic makes are tapped, you need a way to have them enter untapped like Amulet. Then, you again make your board indestructible and go to town activating Pyrohemia. This can take out all of your opponents at once if they started with a lower life total than you, or you can bring everyone at the table low enough to take them out with combat damage. Not too shabby. In fact, either of these methods with a Screaming Nemesis in play, who does in fact have haste, is a great way to turn these combos into opponent KOs, as he will ping opponents each time you ping it. Very neat. And the new Knuckles the Echidna card provides us an alternate win con too if we control 30 artifacts at the beginning of our upkeeps, winning instantly. These combos can also be activated on the end step of the opponent before us, resulting in untapping with infinite treasures and winning on the spot. Even putting mechanized production on any artifact and untapping with at least 8 treasures wins us the game too. If you can't take them out with damage, you can take them out with some alternate win cons. But if you can't combo off and you can't win on the spot, then what are you doing? Well, combat is always an option. With Sonic giving almost every creature in the deck +1/+1 counters on attack, you can use an Abzan Falconer or Herald of Secret Streams to make them super evasive for some ensured damage straight to opponents' faces. The only other creature in the deck without flash or haste is Academy Manufactor, because, well, I couldn't not put my favorite little guy in a deck about making treasures, could I? The fact that he can also fuel life gain and card draw out of the equation is why he's great. Turn a little utility into all of the utility. But the creatures with flash or haste in the deck? Absolute bangers. Archivist of Ogma and Deep Known Terramancer both help us catch up with opponents in the early game. Aboleth Spawn lets us steal our opponents enter the battlefield effects while being very difficult to remove thanks to Ward. Aven Interrupter is a nice piece of interaction while also helping to shut down opponents' graveyard strategies too. Guardian of Faith helps protect our entire team, or can help to blank targeted removal while being a very decent attacker on its own. And Selfless Squire can help protect our face, especially if we're being attacked, but also ensuring that our Pyrohemia combo doesn't hurt us at all. It prevents all damage dealt to us the turn it enters. Alms Collector is a decent stacks piece to shut down our opponents drawing multiple cards and forcing them to share them with us. Thundering Raiju gets us some reach as Sonic ensures all of our creatures are modified, dealing some serious damage to each opponent each attack. Archangel Avacyn, well, she speaks for herself. Making our board indestructible when she enters helps enable our combo too, after all. Arthur, Marigold Knight, helps us dig for more creatures, getting us some nice raw value while building our board state further. And Goldspan Dragon stretches our treasures a little bit further, while also creating treasures on its own if we target him with any spells. The Wandering Rescuer can help blank targeted removal, keeping Sonic or other key creatures around while also being free to cast thanks to Convoke. And Aurelia gets us multiple combats, which can help stack up Sonic's +1/+1 counters triggers more often too. Just attacking more often also softens opponents up if we do get to combo off, while Hullbreaker Horror and Cavern Horde Dragon top our curve as serious beaters with serious utility, making the most of flashing creatures in to stop spells and also creating us more treasures to use to fuel the fight. There's so much value and utility in this creature lineup that even if you have to win the game the old-fashioned way, you're going to be able to do it in ways that will infuriate your opponents, dodge removal, and, well, run circles around them. Uncivil Unrest does some real work here too, as it doubles all of the damage from your creatures with counters on them. And since Sonic puts counters on them, this is our entire team. That makes combat go real fast. Even faster when a Rain of Riches powers out free spells with all the treasures we're generating. Honestly, this deck fuels itself. With chip damage being a big part of our card draw strategy, Bident of Thassa, Coastal Piracy, and Enduring Curiosity do a lot of heavy lifting, keeping our hands full and in resources to spend all that sweet treasure on. And you could always spend that infinite treasure on infinite dudes with a Sicarian Infiltrator or a 4th Aerolingus, both providing great additional ways to utilize our infinite mana to win the game while staying 100% on synergy and theme. Now, how do you push this even further? Let's look at the upgrade. Well, an Enlightened Tutor goes to look for any of your combo pieces, turning it into a wildcard jack of all trades in the deck, and would be the first place I would look to enhance the brew. Then, of course, what's Sonic without some rings? The One Ring provides great utility and ongoing card draw while staying on theme with our commander. It's not necessary, but it's certainly good. And Jessica's Will can help power out some of our pieces or get an early start on some of our board state, while later giving us mana and card advantage once Sonic is around. As is, this deck contains no game changers, but thanks to a multi-card infinite combo, plays closer to a bracket 3 than a bracket 2. That's a nice spot for it to live in, and would be at home with any upgraded precon or tuned deck. I love these new Sonic the Hedgehog cards and would love to know what you think of them as well. Let me know in the comments and drop links to what you're brewing with them. If you want to see my full deck list, you can check it out right now, linked in the description at my sponsor, MOXFIELD. MOXFIELD is the best deck building platform in the world and makes it easy to build decks and search for specific cards with their powerful tools. Be sure to check out my brews on my profile today. If you want to pick up any singles whatsoever, go to Card Trader. Use my promo code MECHANIC right now to get 5% off your order from any TCG. Card Trader's Zero system means you can get cards from all over the world with only one shipping fee. Save money and time today. If you're looking to sell off your Magic cards, go to Card Conduit. They are hands down the easiest way to sell your individual cards, without the hassle of traditional buy listing. They'll give you top dollar while handling all of the heavy lifting, from sorting to grading to optimizing your price across a huge network of vendors, and they'll give you cold hard cash for it. You can use the promo code MECHANIC right now for 10% off of all fees. If you were inspired to brew today, you have to hit that subscribe button. Check out this other brew on my channel now for more sweet deck techs. And as always folks, good luck and have fun.